And today I'm going to be going over post-purchase campaigns. So what are post-purchase campaigns? Well, post-purchase campaigns are campaigns that are triggered after your customer has ordered. So it's a great way for you to run special promotions or upsells to help increase your average order value. So instead of a customer buying one product, now you can upsell them on a second product or cross-sell them on a different product. So post-purchase campaigns are super valuable if you want to increase your average order value. So let's dive in. Let me show you how the post-purchase campaigns work with Dash. All right, so step number one, go to the campaign section here at the top. And once you're over here and you're in the actual campaign section, then you can go inside and click on post-purchase campaigns. When you click on that, there's three post-purchase campaigns, one for upsells, another one for cross-sells, and another one for promotional sequences. So, and I do put a recommendation here. I recommend not to enable cross-sells and upsells together, although you can. And the only reason I say this is because if you're using my default messaging, then they don't really work together. But if you go in here and you change up the messages the way you want, which I advise you to do because every good marketer is going to go in there and do that, then you can totally use upsells and cross-sells together. Hopefully that makes sense, and then we can go from there. So the first thing is I would like you to take a look at is upsells, and they're all configured the same: upsells, cross-sells, downsells. So if we go to upsells, here at the very top you'll see the amount of credits used. You're going to see the URL clicks and the average click-through rate. All right, so these statistics at the top are a summary of the individual statistics in the table. All right, so over here you're going to see the total number of URL clicks, and over here you're going to see the average click-through rate. Now, going inside the campaign, you're going to see the name of the actual sequence here. You're going to see the associated sender name. You're going to see the status, if it's active or disabled, the amount of SMS sent, and the credits used in parentheses, the clicks and click-through rate in parentheses. So let's go here, and for our first post-purchase campaign, remember, this goes hand in hand with, it can go hand in hand with abandoned carts. So let's say, in essence, after you recovered an abandoned cart through SMS, you can immediately trigger this post-purchase upsell, even if the person didn't abandon cart and they purchased from the get-go, just straight up purchased. Then you can still activate the post-purchase sequence, and all these sequences trigger. So, as a test or as a sample, the first one I have that set for 15 minutes. And that's 15 minutes after the order is placed. So unlike the abandoned cart, where the abandoned cart is after the person abandons the cart, for the post-purchase sequence, this time interval is after the order is placed. Very, very important. So let's go ahead and edit this so you guys can take a look and see what it looks like. So click on More Actions, then click on Edit Campaign. And inside of here, and yours is going to look a little bit different than what mine looks like, just because I edited some of these sequence titles already. I'm not using the default, but you can. So for instance, you can go in here and put upsell number 1. Okay, and the message says, I forgot to ask, would you like to buy a second piece for 40% less? If you'd like me to send you a second piece with your order, and here's your order number, right? Because the customer already ordered. So now we have the order number that we can show them. It would be discounted. Reply back with 2x at the number below to avail. Now instead of saying this, I could also say, since it's an upsell, what we could do is we can say there's a variable here for order link. So along with your, instead of order number, I can say order link. And what the order link is, it is basically the thank you page, the thank you confirmation page that shows everything that customer has purchased. All right, so we can put that in there. And then what we can do for the post-purchase sequence is put a special URL for that product for 40% less. So you just got to get a little bit creative. Now, how do I do that? Well, it's very simple. What I can do essentially is I can go to discounts and I can create a discount for 40% less. So let's say the product I was really selling was the unicorn bag. All right, so I'm going to put unicorn 40 and the percentage is 40% less to specific products. And over here, we're going to put unicorn, find the unicorn bag. All right, 40% less and no minimum requirements. All right, we're going to save that discount code. And in fact, we can limit the number to one use per customer if you wanted to. But now you can grab the shareable link. You see the shareable link? You can copy that shareable link, and now you can go here and click on Insert a Link. If you click on Insert a Link and you click on Insert, it creates a shortened URL. So we can say, would you like to buy 40% less? It would be discounted. I'll put here, click here to avail of the discount, right? And if they take that URL and they put the URL in, then there's going to be a discount for that unicorn bag product. In this case, I got it already sold out, but yeah, there you go. You can get creative with your post-purchase sequences, right? Because you have the functionality to insert a custom link, right? So there's a way for you to automate this sort of thing. Just like with the abandoned carts, there's an option in here for the time delay. Now the time delay is after purchase. So if this says 15 minutes, that's 15 minutes after the customer has ordered. That's when this will trigger. I can change that to hours and I can change that to days. I can set a sender name. If you have multiple stores, you'll have multiple sender names if you acquire them with us. And then you can click on activate the campaign, or leave it disabled. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and save it. Now once you save it, there it is, upsell number 1. And let's say I don't want to have upsell number 2. Well, then you can simply disable that one. If you wanted to have both of them, that's totally fine. Because here's the thing, if a customer doesn't purchase on the first upsell, then it's going to trigger sequence number 2 and trigger sequence number 3. And whatever sequences you have, it's going to continue triggering those sequences for the upsells until it can get an upsell. Just so you don't harass the client too much, I would probably recommend 1 or 2 messages. And if our system detects that you've manually entered the customer, you went into orders, you went into draft orders, and then you manually entered the customer information, and there's the phone number, right? So if you use the same phone number for that same customer and you place an order, then the sequences stop, right? The post-purchase sequences stop. So this way, the clients only get messages that make sense, right? Until they upsell. Then we have cross-sells, and cross-sells is exactly the same as upsells. The only difference is the message. So over here, we're saying, I forgot to ask, we have another product that complements your order well. Here's the link. So you put the product URL link in there, and then you can help upsell that order as well. Anytime for the upsells and cross-sells, I would definitely rely a lot on your discounts. So use a lot of discounts, use a lot of buy buttons with checkout URLs. Anytime you have a discount code where you have a URL to it, then it's great, because then you can automate things by inserting a custom link. All right, let me go ahead and save that. And I want to show you one more feature which you're going to absolutely love, and this is the feature for reviews, which is also included in post-purchase upsells. So if you go to promotional sequences, I have one here. It's called review sequence. Now, by default, I think your default message is something else, but you can create one that says like review sequence. And the reason why is there is a variable here called review link, right? So if you use the variable that says review link, then what's going to happen is after the customer placed the order, they're going to be able to leave a review after seeing this text message. See, I have this set for 20 days. Why? Because by the time you ship out that product and it gets to the customer, let's say it gets to the customer and it takes 10 days to get to them. By day 20, after they ordered, now they get a custom text message from your store asking for a review. How was the product? Was it any good? Please leave us a review here. And what this product review link is, it's the URL of the product page that they ordered from. So let's say, let me go back to my store really quick and I'll show you. So let's say I ordered this electric hairbrush, right? This iron, curling iron. All right, so let's say I ordered this. Well, in the way this sequence works is if you use the variable for review link, okay, I'll put it in there. Then what's going to happen is it's going to take the customer directly to the product page so they can write a review. Now, you have to have an app in place like Looks. Definitely recommend Looks so they can leave a review. But essentially what that variable is doing is it's bringing them to the product page. Now, what happens if you have multiple products in one order? Say a customer ordered 3 different products and it's all in one order. Well, this smart link, this product review link, which I call a smart link, it will randomize the products that are in that order, and it will give one unique product page to the customer. So that way they can at least leave one review. So in other words, if they ordered 3 items, our system is going to randomize which one it selects, and it's going to randomly select an item, a product page, and display that to the customer so they can leave a review on it, right? At least you get one review. Hopefully that makes sense. Then you can check out the time delays if everything's good, the sender name, and then save the campaign. So hopefully that makes sense, guys. So we have 3 awesome types of post-purchase campaigns: upsells, cross-sells, promotional sequences. You guys saw in promotional sequences how I'm using this as an actual review sequence. I can actually make, if I wanted to, the second one, let's say the second one can trigger 25 days later. And this one could be totally different. This could be Mother's Day, right? And then you can have a message in there for Mother's Day, a Mother's Day special. So the way you use our sequences is up to you, all right? It's completely up to you. This is open-ended. So you're able to create as much sequences as you want. They're all unlimited. And set your own time delay, set your own message, and then you have dynamic variables. So you just have to be a little bit smart with how you use these sequences together. If you time it just right, then heck, you're making a ton of money. I guarantee you it's going to increase your average order value. That's it, guys. If you have any questions about this or anything else I've explained in this video, go to DASHSMS.ph. In the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, you'll see our live chat. And of course, if you want to see any new updates on DASHSMS, new features that we're adding, simply click on the button down here, the little bell button, and you'll be able to see the latest and greatest from DASHSMS. I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.